Believe Google Translate. It's not Mandarin.
It's not Mandarin. It's just cheating. Hi.
Hello.
I'm Cassie.
I'm Gabby.
And welcome back to the Femininomenon Podcast. This is part 2 to Why Did We Let That Happen? Our last episode, we had a little bit more to say. We did record for about 3 hours, so this is going to be the continuation of that video. So if you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it. It's full of juicy tea, some questionable choices that we made, and we're continuing that. So
yes. And believe it or not, with that much recording, we still didn't tell all our stories. So if you are interested in them or you have some to share, please drop them in the comments. And if you want to hear even more horror stories, as I'm sure you heard in the first part, we are more than well equipped to provide you with many more.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming back for part 2. Enjoy.
Let's dive right in. Haven't really been adding up for me, and I don't know why. Well, here's why. And then he was like, not gonna do it. So I don't know what to take from that. That was a crazy thing to happen to me. I was so shook. And it was the first real breakup I had, because Drake, the guy before him, the one that was saving himself for marriage, we broke up, but we remained friends. And he was very nonchalant about our relationship anyway. So when we broke up, it was not a big deal, I guess, for not fully developed frontal lobe Cassie. That was not a big deal. But when me and Ken broke up, it was earth shattering. This was a good friend of mine who I was now dating, who I crocheted with for the first time ever, and then broke up with me. And hey, by the way, broke up with me I want to say 3 weeks after we crocheted. Oh, right. Sick. Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you so very much, sir.
Hi, girl.
And then I got bangs.
Yeah. And you healed.
We broke up. I was crushed to my core. And then I got fuck-ass bangs that were awful.
And that's how you heal from that.
And I healed. My hair grew out and I grew up and it was all good. It was all fine. Is that not crazy?
It's crazy, but I also get it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hate to give Mason so much attention, but he was probably my most traumatic time.
Girl,
genuinely.
Go back to it.
Because, my Lanta girl, you were talking about confidence and it brought me back. I, before high school, was a little chunkier. And over the summer before starting high school, I had gone to Bolivia to visit family and lost a lot of weight over the summer and was trying to feel better about myself.
Mm-hmm.
But starting to talk to this guy and having this relationship with him really brought me down. And I had talked to him about it. Again, we had moments, we had great conversations, and he was just a really good friend and listener. And then that would be what I would hold on to when he was a jerk to me.
Yeah.
And I would have days when I felt down. And I was the girl who was always experimenting with style.
Mm-hmm.
I make jokes, and not to gas myself, I was ahead of my time with the style trends, okay? I was doing stuff that people were like, that's weird. That's what they're doing now. Anyway, whatever. I was into it. And he would make little comments. He's like, what are you wearing or whatever? And I'd be like, this is just my vibe. And he's like, gosh, you could be like the Kim Kardashian of this school if you just tried. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And I was struggling with my weight at one point, and he's like, well, yeah, because you're not trying hard enough. And you could look so good, but you don't care. And it was like, actually, it's all I care about, and I cry myself to sleep.
God.
But, sure. And it fucked with me. And then when we finally did break up, I broke up with him once in the middle of our year and some change relationship.
Uh-huh.
And he cried and was like, "This isn't fair, and you're not listening to my side." Da da da. We ended up getting back together like 2 days later, so whatever. But then when we actually broke up, we were going through a really big fight,
Right.
and my mom had a work thing, and he ended up coming over, and we argued and all this stuff. And he was at my door. I literally slapped him. It was all bad. I'm not proud of it. Um, but we argued a fuck ton. It was really, really toxic. And then we ended up making up and we're like, okay, we're good. We're
Yeah.
fine. Like, we're going to keep this going. The next day, we go to
Mhm.
school and a mutual friend, he was a jerk too, was in class with me and was like, "Oh, I heard what happened yesterday." And I was like, "Okay." Like, we're good now. I thought maybe he told him about our fight.
Yeah.
And he proceeds to tell me that this motherfucker went and he must have told people like, "Oh, I'm gonna break up with her," or whatever, and then
Yeah.
we didn't. He told people I begged him to stay with me. Begged him. I said, "I'm sorry?" He's
Um,
like, "Yeah, he said you did this." Da, da, da." I said, I definitely slapped him and he's got on his knees to apologize to me. What are we talking about right now?" And I saw him in the hallway right after that class. I said, "Hey," and high school hothead, right? "What
mhm.
is your problem?" Da, 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 da. And we did the thing in high school where like, "Oh my God, we share a locker because we're dating. We're so cute. We're sharing a locker. We have pictures in there."
Mhm.
Whatever. I grabbed all his shit and I threw it out into the hallway. I lost my mind. It was a oh God, it was so embarrassing. Now I'm like, oh, at that time I
No,
really
that
thought I
must have
ate.
felt so good.
It felt good, but then I went to the bathroom and sobbed.
Yeah.
It was horrible. And then we were officially done.
Yeah.
Um, and then I cried myself to sleep for like a year.
Oh my god. Love.
Ah. Yeah, it was bad. And then he just spread a lot of rumors about me. I lost most of
Right.
my friends. By senior year, um, I didn't really have friends.
Oh, thank
It
you,
sucked.
Mason. Thank you, Mason,
Yeah, thank you for that. That was really
for
great. He
ruining my
spread
life.
all kinds of rumors about me. It was really bad. Really bad.
Um, so do we know his location as of now?
I know a few years ago where an area-ish of where he was living because he told me on the phone before he told me that I'd been talking for 30 minutes,
Mhm.
even though he interrupted me the entire time.
Okay. Email me. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I got you, fam.
Um, okay. So I'm just gonna talk about one more person. We're gonna call her Jojo. Jojo was not my awakening. I knew for a long time that I wasn't just into boys. Um,
Yeah,
I now I had gay friends in middle school and high school, and I kind of vicariously went through their relationships with them to figure out
yeah.
if I was into the possibility of, being with someone other than a boy. And I figured out pretty quickly that I am not biased. And I do, in fact, really like women. So, in college, I did go to college for just a little bit, dropped out though. We won't talk about it. That'll be for a different time. But when I was going, I met this person, and funny enough, we went to high school together, but I did not know, because we were on opposite sides of the food chain, the superlatives. I don't know. Anyways, we were complete opposites. We
Yeah,
did not have mutuals, or if we did, our mutuals did not talk to us about each other. So we
yeah.
met in college, and she immediately like was kind of magnetizing in the way that like she was nonchalant but also weird, and I think that sparked my
Hot.
curiosity.
Love a
hot
weirdo.
hot but not the way that she did it. She didn't do it well. I just
Oh.
was curious. This was the first time I had ever had access to someone who was also into women who happened to be interested in me.
Yeah.
So, I kind of went for it. We flirted a lot and never went on a real date. However, one day I was eating dinner with her and a mutual friend of ours, and he had to leave like suddenly. I think he had like a family emergency or something. And I
Mhm.
offered to drive her home because she didn't drive. What is up with me and people who don't drive? I don't know.
Look at
We're
us.
in
Look at us having
college. We're in
types.
college. Anyways, so she didn't drive. I offered to drive her home. It was about a 30-minute drive. But I said, hey, we got to
Yeah.
stop at my house first because I have to, I don't know what I had to do, but I had to let my parents know, I think. So we stopped at my house. She came in. She met my parents. Yeah. And then I proceeded to drive her 30 minutes home. And then we went, and she snuck me into her house. And then showed me her room. I went into her closet. I did go into one closet on purpose, but just for the tour. I went into her closet and she was showing me a whole bunch of her clothes because she was like a hype beast. She was a SoundCloud rapper. I should have also mentioned that. Right. She also was in love with Jojo Siwa. She would wear her hair in a ponytail like up here and dyed it
Mm.
bleach blonde. Bleach
Mm.
blonde. She had dark black hair, bleach blonde ponytail on the side.
So the roots were rooting when they were growing.
Yeah, the roots were definitely rooting. She also had
Oof.
braces. It was a lot to unpack. But anyways, we were in her closet. She was showing me her hype beast outfits or whatever. And then she kissed me. Like, didn't ask or anything, just went for it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure. Confirmed
Yeah, for sure.
confirmed that I do like women
Yeah.
from that, because I was like, okay, yeah, this is a woman. I like kissing her. Hello, duh. Sneaks me back out of her house immediately after, walks me to the car, and then says, um, could you not tell anybody about this? I said, not you being the one in the closet. What is going on? I said, okay, are you not telling anybody about this? She goes, oh, well, I'm going to tell my friends on Fortnite, but that's different. I said, okay, well, I'm going to tell my friends then. What the hello? Then we had another mutual who would throw parties over at their house, and I would invite her to every single one of them. And she would say that she would come, and I would wait and wait and wait and wait, and she never showed up. Oh, and you remember during our Reddit stories, we were talking about how I had a friend that cheated on his girlfriend with a mutual friend of ours? That mutual friend ended up dating Jojo. So, yeah, very crazy things have happened to me, and I don't know why. But I ended that after months
What the
of
hell?
being kind of led on. Also, the mutual friend that threw parties, we went over to JoJo's house one time, and JoJo offered me a sweatshirt to wear while we were there, gifted my friend a pair of like limited edition shoes, and then when we were about to leave, goes, can I have my jacket back? Can I have my hoodie back? I said, well, you gave it to me. She goes, yeah, but that's my favorite. I said, you just gave my friend limited edition shoes for free, and I can't wear your hoodie? We're we're in the talking stage of dating. And you gave my friend shoes for the free, limited edition, for the free. And I just add, JoJo
These are
was
my reactions.
obsessed with my friend. We'll call her Clarissa. JoJo was obsessed with Clarissa.
Yeah.
Anytime that she would ghost me when I would invite her to the parties, my friend Clarissa would bully her and talk shit to her and all of this stuff. And Jojo ate it up. Jojo ate it up. She was also a Gemini, if that helps anybody who's listening. So yeah, I really should have ran far, 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 far away. She told me the only reason why we couldn't be serious was because she had a crazy ex who I am friends with on socials now. So crazy where? Oh, I have another thing. Everybody connects. Okay, so Jojo had an ex. I'm not even going to name her. Her ex had a brother. I went on dates with that brother.
It was a family affair.
It was a family affair. I'm shutting them down. I'm rolling them out. I'm racking them up.
Oh my God.
Just notches on my bedpost, baby. No, I'm kidding. None of that was ever serious, but it was crazy because I asked her who her ex was, and when she told me, I looked at her social media and saw him there, and I was like, Bing Bong, what are you doing here? What is going on? And so, yeah, that was a very full circle moment for me. I said, I've got to get the hell out of here. I've got to start dating people who are a little bit further away. And right after her is when I met my now fiance. So things did work out for the best.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Now I'm Travis sexual, if you will.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I have just
please spill.
a little bit left. Okay. From same high school. We'll call him Joe because he was giving Joe from you and was very creepy. So he was actually, we realized this later, he was my first like kiss, peck on the lips, whatever, in kindergarten. Because, kids play stupid games and they're like, no, you, that happened in kindergarten.
Yeah, of course.
It wasn't a big deal. But I remembered him specifically because his name was very memorable. His last name in particular was very memorable. And so he moved away after that. I remember him it was kindergarten or first grade, something like that. He moved away, comes back in high school, and there's this guy everybody's obsessed with.
Right.
He's so cute. He's so cute. Personally, like, sure, he was fine looking, but like
nothing to write home about.
Yeah. And then I was like, wait, I know this guy. I was like, dude, hey, do you remember me? We went to this together and da-da-da. Yeah, we went here together. Do you remember? And it's like, oh my God. And he remembered, he's like, oh, that's so crazy. We're running into each other again, yada, yada, yada. And I thought it was just sweet. It was kind of like an innocent, oh, hey, remember we kissed in kindergarten? I think he took that as, I've been waiting for you all this time. So
I'm scared.
Started telling,
I'm scared.
He was a football player.
I'm scared. Why are they always football players?
He played football and he started telling everybody. I had friends on the football team. And he started telling people we're dating. Like we would flirt a little bit, but it was nothing. And we rode the same bus. No, we rode the same bus and like, we're like, oh, I'll walk you home, right? But he was just walking the same direction, and then I would turn. Like he wasn't walking me home. He kept going, and that was it. Started telling people we're dating, and a friend of mine on the football team goes like, "Oh, I heard you and Joe," and I was like, "What about me and Joe?" Huh? And he's like, "Oh, you guys have been like going." No, we're not.
No.
And so I addressed Joe about it, and Joe is like, "Yeah, we are," and I'm like, "No, we're not."
To me.
He's like, "Yeah, you're my girl." And I was like, nope. Like, I don't know if this is his way of trying to like strong arm me into a relationship or he thought it was going to be cute or something. And I was like, yeah, like, let's chill. Don't do that. Like, we're not dating. Like we've been flirting and like but like I was just so lost and I thought he was kidding. And I was like, okay, like, can you chill on that? And he doubled down. So like on the bus, he would get upset if somebody else sat next to me. He tried to,
God.
He would
literally
walk a little
Joe
further.
from you.
So scary. I'd be at my locker, someone would be talking to me and he'd pull up and like slam my locker open and stare at whoever was there. And I'm like, dude, we're not together, bro. It was weird. Walked me walked me home that time for real. One day he's like, "Oh, I'll walk you." I was like, "I'm good." He's like, "No, I wanna make sure you get there safe." Weird, we live in an apartment complex, I was first floor, so he usually had to just keep going straight, but he turns and I was like, "Dude, please, like, I just wanna go home and I'm gonna get in trouble. My mom, if she sees me walking with a boy, she's gonna freak out."
Yeah.
I knew my mom wasn't gonna be home, but I needed him to leave me alone.
Yeah.
Um, I start walking home and he's like, "No, come on, please, like, let me walk you home." I was like, "Whatever." He'll just walk me to the door and then I'll move on.
Yeah.
Because he just would not leave me alone. Like, "Sure." So I'm like, "All right, bye." And he's like, "Can I use your bathroom?" And I was like, "No. Like, your house is literally like,
Right
just
there.
down the street. No." He's like, "No, I really need to go." I was like, "No, I'm not allowed to have people in my house." And he's like, "No, come on, let me." I was like, "No. Please, I really need to go." I was like, "No." So I'm going inside and I try to close the door. He tries to come in. I was like, "No." I close the door. He's like, bang, 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 bang. "Please, I really need to use the bathroom. I really need to use the bathroom." He goes to the other side of the door because we're in an apartment. So we have a front door,
Yeah.
back door on the base floor, and we have like a little patio area.
Right.
Bang, bang, bang. I was like, "Can you not?" I open it with a chain and he's trying to come in. It was terrifying. Anyway, I ended up telling our guidance counselor and he had like an in school, what's it called? What's it called? What's the
ISS, in school suspension.
word? Well, that too, but no. I had a like an in-school restraining order, pretty much.
Oh.
So we're like teachers knew, and we were in a couple of things together. Like we had PE3 where it was weightlifting, and I took it because it was easy.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to join the military, so I was trying to get yoked. And he was in that class with
Sorry.
me. Like he wasn't allowed to be in that class anymore. He was just it was creepy. It was really weird.
I'm really
Same
glad that the school took it serious.
yeah. What's crazy is, like, I knew I couldn't go to my mom because she'd be like, "Well, you must let him on, da, da, da." It
Yeah.
was eh. So, whatever. Around the same time high school, not at that same time, there was a guy who had a crush on me since we were little that was from my church community,
Mhm.
um, who everyone was like, "He's a little" okay? He is, just recently crossed some of my socials, and he is. And at that time, we had those talks and we both like were struggling with being who we were in this very religious community. And I was his beard.
Denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is gay.
Honey, I was this man's beard. Like I I committed, okay? And then he turned on me when I was like, I'm not doing this shit no more. I went to the military and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, everybody hated me. I had broken this guy's heart. This man is gay. Like, and he's literally with a man now, and he made me out to look like the worst person ever. I lost a
Right.
ton of friends. I came out anyway, so that lost me even more friends. But he made it seem like I was this horrible person. So we'll call him Phony. Um, he was the worst, and he was nuts. But I'm glad he's out now. I can't even hate him because I know how hard it is to be in the closet and not know what to do with yourself, especially in a religious community.
You can still
But we
be
were
nice to
friends.
people.
You right, but we were still friends, and that's what hurt me because,
Yeah.
like, I didn't need to do that,
Just have some
okay?
compassion.
Like, I didn't need to take the cute selfie so you
Yeah.
could show your mom that you were with a girl.
Yeah.
But okay. Um,
Right.
Same church community, last but not least, we'll call him Handsy Manny. This was years prior, around middle school time.
Uh-huh.
Um, this guy, it was MySpace era, so we were that shows
Right.
my age, right? We were flirting on MySpace, we'd see each other at youth group, da 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 da, and it was just flirtation, that's it. And
Mhm.
like, "Oh my god, I'll stand next to you during the sermon," or sit next to you during this, and like, "Oh my god, you wanna stand next to each other during worship? Ooh," and
Yeah.
that's on Jesus.
And that's on
And,
Jesus.
like, that's it. And the most time we had alone together was during it was a vacation Bible school kinda thing. It was a summer camp we every year that the church did, and
Right.
we all went, and so, like, he would come and hang out with me, and we would do all the activities together, and that was, like, the most dating we did, and then we would just
Mhm.
talk at church. I was not allowed to be talking to people or anything else, so that was all it was. It wasn't like, "Will you be my girlfriend?" Yes, it was just we knew we had a crush on each other, and we would talk,
Yeah.
and then eventually I was like, "Hey," because he was getting a little too intense, and he was a few years older than me. I was in middle school, and he was already I think already in high school. He was like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Um, but he had also just moved from South America when I met him. Like, we had become friends because he was one of the kids in church that didn't speak English, and I was like, "Hey, let's be friends." Whatever, we would talk.
Right.
Anyway, I thought he was cool and normal. We're talking. He got a little too intense too quick. He got too fast and too furious. And then I said, "Hey, I think let's cool it. I'm a little uncomfortable." And I put it on. I'm scared my mom's going to get mad at me,
Yeah.
which I was, but like we weren't serious. Like we weren't seeing each other. Nothing was going on.
Mhm.
Um and naturally he said, "Okay, well I guess you won't see me on Sunday cuz I'm going to slit my wrists."
I'm holding space. Sorry.
And then he didn't.
Right.
But I was like, "Hey, don't?"
If I had
Um,
a nickel for every single time that I was told that someone was going to kill themselves or harm themselves if
mhm.
I didn't X, Y, and Z, or if I did X, Y, and Z, I
"You're the only thing
would,
keeping me alive. Yeah, I can't do this without you. How could you do
yeah,
this?"
yeah, I would probably be w- pretty well off. Um,
Yeah.
that's insane.
I did see him at church, and it was
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, because
Um,
obviously,
but he then slipped me a poem that Sunday. It wasn't good. But
I wish you
either way,
still had
he
it. I wish you could read it for us
God,
on the
I
pod.
wish I had it too. And he was one of the guys that would, like, do a big circle over his eyes. It was very distracting. And then he tried to
This
draw,
this guy wasn't gay.
no, the other guy did the same thing, but he would do the other guy, when I tell you that
Okay,
man was so fruity and everybody knew it, and
but
I was like, "You
how
know
did
what?
Handsy Manny write eyes with circles and was straight? I have never. I
This man still
look.
tried to mess with me again in high school,
This might
later
be
when
me
I was in high school."
stereotyping.
Yeah.
I have never met a straight man that will put circles instead of dots
Mhm.
on their eyes. First of all,
Is it weird that I know a lot of straight guys
I've never met a
that do that?
straight guy with good penmanship that I can read, let alone
Also fair.
have their eyes with circles above. You're a hair away from drawing a heart above your eye. You are a hair away from that.
Yeah. It was
Can't be
weird.
straight.
And then in high school, I was already dating Mason, and
Mhm.
he suddenly had like round 2 of a crush on me, but he was a little less weird. And I was just nice to him at youth group. Um, and then he told me when we started getting along again, we were like kind of being friends. And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
we're cool now that he has, he's grown up a little bit. I've grown up a
Mhm.
little bit. He didn't slit his wrist. We're cool." Suddenly was like, I feel like it's finally time for us now. Like he thought this was, yeah, yeah. He was like, "Oh, are you ready to do
If I
this?"
let something I love go and it comes back, it's meant for me. That's what he was on. And y'all were in school together.
No,
Sir,
baby, we
that's
were at
not fate.
church together.
That's
No,
not
babe, we were
fate.
at church
Oh, church.
together. At
That, that's not
church.
fate.
No, no. You just go to the same service. What? And oh, well, you left off on a good note. After what did we call him again? Q-tip. I met my wife, and happily married now, almost 10 years. So it works
Yes.
out.
They're so cute. I love them so much.
Thanks.
That's Mama E Mama.
She's cute or whatever.
She is. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I think that brings us into our end segment. Would you like to do the
Yes.
honors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, end segment of the week, red flags, either we've
Yeah.
experienced or that we find to be red flags.
Yeah.
I guess whatever.
Yeah, just red flags so that if you're listening and you maybe don't know too much about relationships, maybe this will be helpful for you.
Yeah, learn from
Maybe this
our mistakes, please.
Yeah, please learn from our mistakes, our friends' mistakes. Just please, you deserve so much better. I promise. I promise.
Believe Google Translate. It's not Mandarin.
It's not Mandarin.
It's
It
not.
is
He
just
loves
cheating.
her and he's lying.
It's just cheating.
Hey, you did see that text.
Yeah.
He's a liar.
He's a liar.
And
And he's a big old faker and
Mhm.
a male
Mhm.
manipulator. Ooh, I rhymed.
Ooh.
Get me in the studio right now. I'm cooking. I have a joke.
Get into it. I want to hear it. I'm all ears.
What did the DJ name his son?
Eric.
Eric.
I love that.
Thank you so much.
You're
It kind
so
of kills the joke when someone does the Eric and it reminds me of the joke, so then I say the joke because you kind of already know the punchline.
Do you want to redo it?
No, it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I thought it was funny. I still loved
love that joke so much. It makes me cry laughing every single
it.
time.
If we're doing jokes, what was Beethoven's favorite fruit?
Beethoven the dog or the composer?
The composer.
Oh. What?
And I want you to know that I opened my talent show performance with this because I was trying to break the ice and I was uncomfortable in the 11th grade. Beethoven's favorite fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Banana. We can cut that.
No, please don't. It reminds me of the Minions.
That was too good.
I just want you guys to know that earlier I did an impression of Salad Fingers.
It doesn't have to be earlier. It can be now.
You want me to do it so you feel less embarrassed?
But I've been embarrassed? I am embarrassing.
No. What? Oh my God. Everybody.
It's happening again.
Go back to 2 seconds ago when she did the Minion impression and said, that was too good. Oh my gosh. So.
Red flags. First one.
Yeah. Red flags. First one. People who put their hair in a sideways ponytail. Just one. And it's off to the side. It's not even all the way brushed to that side. Like, you still have a part, and you just swoop it all, and there's bumps in the ponytail.
Guys who wore their hair like this with the fitted on, a la Justin Bieber.
Yeah, it's a Cookie Monster fitted as well.
I hate how accurate that is. I'd like to leave now.
Or Elmo. They would wear the red Elmo ones, too. That was the Bloods and the Crips of middle school, was the Elmos and Cookie Monsters.
Bro, remember people would wear those like Eminem jackets, but not Eminem, the artist, like actual M&Ms?
I don't think we had them at my school. We had the emojis. Oof. The emoji jackets and the emoji sweatpants. Yeah, that's a red flag.
I come from the Adidas soccer skinny pant era with the white t-shirt and some Vans.
I also came from that era. Yeah.
It's not good.
That was a very popular outfit that circulated for most of the soccer boys and some of the soccer girls. And then also just people who were trying to fit into that group. They did that a lot. Let me think. I've got a lot of red flags just brewing in the brain. But another one, someone who can't commit. Someone who says that they're not wanting anything serious. Just run. Someone who says that they need to focus on themselves and work on themselves. Just go. Don't turn back. It's not worth it. Speaking from experience. So, yeah. Trying to think
guys who log into their socials and emails on your account and forget to log out and then gaslight you so good that you believe it.
Gaslighters, another red flag. Trust and believe in your gut. If you know that they are lying to you, If your gut feels wrong as they are lying to you, that's gaslighting. It's not healthy. You are not crazy. And you need to run. You need to get far away from that and date someone a little bit more grown up. Because what do you mean you're going to try to tell me that I'm wrong? She came down in a bubble, bro. The Wicked Witch of the East.
Are you going to tell me I'm wrong?
Let's see. Oh. Men who don't wash their butt in the shower. Or men who use a 3-in-1. Let me simplify that actually. Let me break that down.
Had to say.
Men who use less than 3 products in the shower.
The all-in-one guys with the Old Spice or the Axe make me actually violent.
Yeah. Why are you using the same soap to wash and condition your head, wash your body, and wash your face? Oh, we're skipping washing our face? Even better. What do you mean? You've got bacteria growing on your face. You've got cultures, babe. You've got cultures.
Culture. All right.
Men who don't have couches in their living room. I'm honing in on just men. Let me think about some red flags for women. I can't really speak on much because I haven't had much experience with dating women. However, sneaking someone into your house and then kissing them in your closet, red flag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also saying you don't want to be serious because your ex is crazy, red flag. That's across the board, men and women. Don't tell me that your ex is crazy and that's why you don't want to be serious because you don't want to put me in harm's way. Girl, bye. I'm an adult.
Yeah. Honestly, and this can go for any kind of identifier. Love bombers who like off the rip make you feel like the moon and the stars and then later on could give a rat's ass.
Yep.
And then are really, really nice to you when you're upset.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Run.
They don't love you.
Run. Quickly now.
No. Believe the bombing, not the loving.
Ooh.
It's not good.
Believe the bombing, not the loving. I like that. I need it on a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all bad.
I'm trying to think of more. There's so many that it's hard to pinpoint. People who don't drive and don't have a job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
We're grown-ups. Let's start acting like it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's different if you live in a city that's like public transit and stuff like that. If it's very heavy on, because I don't drive now. I don't have a car, but I know how to drive. I have my license. Hey, let's start there. Let's start there. But if you live in an area where you need to get into a car to be able to go somewhere,
I love when you like that.
Let's get a license. Let's get a car. Let's start building. Let's start building our foundation as an adult. Let's start.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. I'll drive you to the DMV to take the test.
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God. I cannot stress this. I have dated so many. I've dated more people that didn't drive and didn't have a job. Actually, all of them. Wow. Every single person that I dated before my partner did not drive, did not have a job. All red flags.
They didn't have a job because they had no drive.
Damn. Damn.
Did you guys like that?
I did. Actually, I really did. That I
I feel
had to
like
sit with that. I had to make space for that. And
Yeah.
hold the space after making it. Yeah, I it's hard to put into words. All of the tomfoolery that has gone on. That has made me a little bit apprehensive to date. I'm thankful that I am out of the dating pool now
Mm.
because it's gotten worse. But even when I was dating, I was obviously very naked and afraid. It was a very vulnerable, very naive time. That's the naked part. Afraid, that's the fear part.
I'm not laughing at your fear. That was great.
Thank you.
That was great.
Thank you. I didn't want people to think naked that I was just like walking around naked. No, I meant like vulnerable. Like my shield was down, my mask was off, naked. Ooh, one more. I've got one more.
Yeah.
Men that wear sandals. And I'm talking
thong flip-flops.
I'm talking thong flip-flops or
okay.
those strappy hiking sandals. You know what I'm talking about? They're
like usually gray.
They're like gray or like an army brown.
Yeah. The Jesus 500s.
The Jesus 500s. Now, if you're hiking, okay. Why are we going to the Costco in them?
Yeah.
And they're dusty, and your toenails look like you put them into a blender.
Red flag. Bad hygiene.
Bad hygiene.
Guys who cannot be bothered to trim their nails.
Mm-hmm. Let them hear it.
Like, stuff like that is so weird to me.
How is it not important to you to better yourself?
You look like you smell and you kind of do a little bit. That feels like a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's no reason. You have soap. You have money for soap. You have money for nail clippers. Listen.
Bite them off if you have to.
Shampoo.
I'm sick of looking at it.
Shampoo, conditioner, body wash. I'll give you that. Whatever. Don't even buy a face wash. We're starting off basics. Shampoo, conditioner, separate, body wash, nail clipper, a rag to scrub your body in the shower, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, cologne or aftershave. You don't have to have both, but one of them, please. I'm begging. A razor.
Not to be confused with spraying it on in a rush because you didn't have a time to bathe. You now smell like sweaty perfume.
Yeah.
Stop.
You're not hiding anything, by the way.
That's a
are
huge
just
flag for me.
mixing the must with cedar wood.
Thank you. And that's
Sir,
not what
I can
Gucci,
smell
that's
your
not what
BO.
Prada.
I know.
That's not what they were made for. Stop.
So, yeah, those things. So those things, I'm trying to think. Shoes that are not open-toed. Socks. Underwear, preferably not with holes and skid marks. Baby wipes. And if not baby wipes, a bidet, if you want to get fancy.
Yeah.
A source of clean drinking water. And multiple towels.
Yeah.
And a bed sheet
That's on
that's on fully.
that you wash.
Those are the basics. Those are the basics. After that, no, because really, honestly, they should have more. Why are we
Yeah.
letting them get away with bare minimum?
Because they mamas did, and
I
now they're
have
unfixable
never-
little humans.
I've never walked into a woman's house and seen bare minimum. Ever. Ever. But I bring my hopes all the way down when I walk into a man's house because 9
Yeah.
times out of 10, bare minimum.
I'm avoiding the bathroom usually.
Yeah. I'm holding
Because I
it.
don't want, is it a pee-pee splatter? Because
I'm holding it.
How's come boys can't aim?
They don't care. Also, sometimes in the middle of the night, they'll go in and they won't turn the light on. And it's like just a guessing game. They're not the
See,
ones.
if I had that privilege to be able to just pee anywhere, I wouldn't be a villain about it.
But-
I feel like
Babes, they're not the one cleaning it. They don't care where it goes. If they're living with a woman, it gets cleaned. There's a magical fairy that comes and cleans up their piss after them. They go wherever they go, and then, you know, a day or two later they go back in there and it's gone. It's like it never even happened.
just give me chills.
Yeah. That's the same exact fairy that picks up their dirty laundry around the room, around the house, puts their shoes back where they go, takes the trash from around the house and throws it away, the dishes. So, and I'm not speaking on my behalf now. I'm speaking from past experience. I'm speaking about every single time I've seen a man, you know, who lives with a woman. That's just how they live their life. Like, I constantly see a woman behind them picking up after them.
Yeah. That's
who
true.
is not their mother. A woman picking up after them who is not their mother. Yikes. We've been recording for 2 hours now.
And on that note, I am clothed and afraid. And I am so, just as Cassie said, I am so blessed to be out of that. I've been married almost 10 years.
Thank you.
God, I didn't marry a
Thank you.
fucking loser.
Yeah.
I just, y'all, pick your partners wisely.
Very wisely.
If you see a red flag, believe it. But when people show you who they are, believe them.
Mm-hmm.
Please
And don't be scared to leave.
Don't.
Your life is not over.
You're worth.
You have options.
Yes.
You are not at a dead end. I promise you.
Yeah, being or not being with
promise
someone it does not make or break you.
No.
Look out for number one. Love yourself. And if no one taught you that, I know that you are going to make mistakes and that is okay. But learn from them. And if you see a fellow sister, brother, whatever, stop them, love them, be a friend. I would have
Yes.
loved somebody to say something to me during my foolish
Yeah.
years. And
Yeah.
maybe I would have gotten butt hurt, but maybe it would have saved me from
It
something.
would've-
It
it
would have
would've
saved me
probably-
from something. Just be a friend.
Yeah.
Be a friend. And yeah. Avoid it.
Yeah.
People
Thank you
suck
guys
sometimes.
so much for watching.
Thank you
and
guys.
listening. And let us know down below if you like more of the talkative videos that we're putting out. If you like the visual ones a little bit more, just let us know your opinions. Also let us know your dating horror stories and red flags. We would love to hear them. And let us know if you want a part 2 of this. We're definitely going to get into a friendship version of this at some point.
Yeah.
But if you want a part 2 to the situationships and relationships, definitely let us know. Of
Yes.
course, We will have all of our socials linked down below. We don't have anything else to link
I do
for
have
this
one more
video.
thing I do want to link.
Yeah.
And I hope it's clear that this is so real for a lot of people. People go through a lot of shit. We're not making light of it. It's just our
Yeah.
stories. And we will link some resources down below. If you're still in a shitty situation and you don't know what to do, please look down below, and hopefully you are okay and get out of there.
Yeah.
If any of these red flags are active red flags that you're recognizing in your relationship, haul ass.
Now,
We
and
will leave stuff down below.
I do have one preface. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then we're done.
You're fine.
For people starting out, you might be watching this video and thinking that someone has one of these red flags. Just because they have a red flag does not mean that they're also not right for you.
Yeah, people make mistakes.
People make mistakes. And also, it depends on how much you love that person. If you are willing to overlook their red flags
or work through things
or
with
work
them.
through things with them, that is different. We're talking mostly for the people who know that these are red flags. These people have a lot of red flags and they're tired of dealing with that.
Yeah, it's not worth it if it's at the expense of your mental health and your safety.
No. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, like they do this or this, and like I don't mind it, but I mean, if it's a red flag, no. If it's not a red flag
also, everyone
for you,
has different boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's not a red flag for you, then don't worry about it. This is just our opinion. This is what we've gone through and this is what we've learned. So take that with a grain of salt. But if these things do hit home for you, obviously we will have those resources down below to hopefully help you out. And we care about you guys. We want to see you thrive. We want to make sure that everybody gets into a healthy relationship, because it's not worth it if it's not. So we love you guys so much. Thank you.
Dude,
for
that was a great
listening.
caveat, Cassie. That's very true. Yeah. So love you. Care about you.
Bye, guys. Bye.